All right, welcome everybody to our LSC meeting for tonight, our principal evaluation meeting. I'm going to go ahead and start recording, and if anyone else joins in the room, I will stop to let them know we're recording as well. So give me a second. I guess Mr. Quiles, if you would like to go ahead and start.
Yes, good evening, everybody. We are going to be talking about the LSC principal evaluation. I think that's the only topic for today. So I would like to start with the roll call.
Okay, I have to move back and forward because my computer's moving slow. Mr. Jaramillo,
Here, present.
Ms. Valentin, Mr. Keelis,
Here.
Sergeant Davis here, Ms. Lopez.
Present here.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Russo.
I'm here.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. De Jesus.
Yep, here.
Ms. Hernandez.
Present.
Ms. Sanchez. Mr. Schwager. Mr. Toledo. Mr. Here. Ms. Cervantes was not required to be here. Seven members present. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. I have a motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
I second.
Open for discussion.
I have a question.
Yes.
And this is in regard of the LLC member, Ms. Sanchez. And my question is that I had understood that she resigned. Is that correct?
I believe that was the situation.
I remember that also. It may have been just an error on the agenda.
Okay.
I spoke to her the 5th of April. The 5th of April, she was at the school, I believe, for a game or something, and she did say she submitted a letter. She sent it to the chair that she was resigning.
Yeah, I think the question is because her name was mentioned, and we discussed this a couple meetings back that she had resigned. So
Yes,
just to clear it, I think that's the point to clear that that she's no longer a member.
I got that, but I don't clear anything until I get the paperwork to put in my files. That's why I haven't cleared it yet.
Okay. Any other question or discussion regarding the motion?
No, thank you.
Okay. Close of discussion. Those in favor, roll call. Mr. Sergeant Davis.
Mr. Jaramillo?
Yes.
Ms. Valentin is absent. Ms. Keelis?
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Russo?
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mr. Sanchez is absent. Mr. Schwager is absent. Mr. Toledo is absent. Mr. Here is absent. And Mr. Cervantes is not required to be here. We have 7 yes, no no's. Motion passed. It's 7:05 p.m.
Okay, so we move on to go into executive session.
So I will note that Ms. Valentin just joined, and we are recording this session.
Okay, thank you.
A member present is at 7:06 p.m. We still have public participation.
Okay, well, then let's take the public participation and then we'll move into executive session.
Yes, we do have a letter, if you don't mind, and just from Mr. Walter Brzezinski. Sir, is there any way you can call in and you have no way to read this? Can you call in or read it, or do you have your mic? If you can let us know, you can put it in the chat. If not, then we have to just go through the process and read it.
Was it from Mr. Walter?
Yes. Yes, he sent a letter to.
I believe he's on the chat here. I saw his name. Mr. Walter, you could take the floor if you choose to.
Let me open it up and see, can I find it? I have to blow this up. I wear glasses. Hold on. Sir, and I must remind you that it's, I want to do this letter justice and read it. In our requirement, we do have 2 minutes per. So I'm just going to start at the beginning and someone else has to keep the time for me as I read. So he has no connection. So Mr. Walter Brzezinski wrote a letter, said, "Dear Steinmetz LSC, I'm challenging you to do the right thing today, and that's to evaluate Steinmetz principal Jaime G. Jaramillo Jr. in a proper and thorough way. I urge all of you to refuse to fall prey to groupthink or status quo and let the relationship with Mr. Jaramillo interfere and sway your efforts in properly evaluating him. And I urge the teachers and staff LSC representation of Steinmetz LSC to not allow the fear of their own and other job security at Steinmetz stand in the way of honesty, given the best evaluation possible. In the past month, I have requested and persuaded several Steinmetz documents that were obtained by FOIA Request with CPS and looking over Steinmetz LSC meeting minutes for the happenings at Steinmetz, both under Mr. Stephen No and Mr. Jaramillo leadership, while I applaud and thank all of you on the LSC under Vanessa Valentin leadership. And I give you all a big thumbs up for your dedication in taking ownership in Steinmetz is your school. The same can be said for Steinmetz leadership in improving and making Steinmetz the best options for their neighborhood students. Enrollment spurring down. Steinmetz enrollment has dipped from 1,798 students at the start of Mr. No tenure as principal in 2012, and its current enrollment of 1,139, a loss of 659 in less than a decade, with 100 students lost under Mr. Jaramillo leadership. What's going on? What hasn't Steinmetz leadership done? What hasn't Steinmetz leadership done anything to stop the enrollment losses? Improper Steinmetz staffer behavior towards students. Steinmetz, February 2018, 7 Steinmetz staffers were removed from their position for inappropriate conduct with students, with 5 of them being given a do not hire designation after they resign, terminated, or retired. The do not hire designation Steinmetz employees include their head of security, special education assistant, world language teacher, assistant clerk, and another security guard.
That's 2 minutes, Master Sergeant.
So we do have this, and I know it's pretty long, sir, and I can't do it justice, but my suggestion is that we make a vote to continue to pass it to all the LSC members as an email and keep it as an addendum to the minutes so other individuals can see it when our minutes are published.
Is that a motion?
Yes, because it's about another 3-4 minutes. I slow because I don't have my glasses, one, but I also say that because it was sent and we need to give it justice, we need to go ahead and, publish it with the minutes. So my motion is that we publish this letter to LSC with the minutes.
Yeah, I'll second that motion.
Plus what was read will be included in the minutes and then will be used in the addendum.
Yeah, I second that motion because I heard some stuff that I really don't know. Open for discussion. No discussion. Close of discussion. Those in favor?
Mr. Jaramillo?
Yes.
Mr. Valentin? Ms. Valentin? I'm sorry, ma'am. Are you there, ma'am? I'll come back to you. You can put it in the chat. Mr. Keelis said yes. Son Davis, yes. Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Russo?
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus?
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez?
Yes.
Ms. Lotus is not present. Mr. Schwager is not present. Mr. Toledo is not present. Mr. Aguirre is not present. Mr. Vantes don't have to be here. I didn't hear Ms. Valentin, so 7 yes, 1 no vote. Motion passed, 7:13 p.m. Members, email you. If you don't have it, just let me know. I email it to you.
I don't have it. I would like to get it as soon as possible if it's
Email it
okay.
right now. Who else?
Can you please send that to me also, Master Sergeant?
Yes.
And Norma Lopez, please.
Yes, I'll do it right now.
Anybody else public participation?
No, sir.
Okay, at this moment, I would like to make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll second it.
Open for discussion.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we going to be recording the executive section?
According to the Open Meetings Act, it could be recorded, but anything that is said in executive session stays there. It's confidential.
Thank you.
Any other question? Okay, close of discussion. Those in favor, roll call.
Mr. Jaramillo?
I am going to, I don't know if I should abstain. I mean, I've not.
Abstain.
Yeah, you could. All right, I'll abstain.
Ms. Valentin? Mr. Keelis?
Aye.
Son Davis, yes. Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. DeJesus,
Yes.
and Ms. Hernandez.
Yes.
6 yes, 1 abstain, and 1 non-vote. Without that non-vote, we cannot move forward.
We have 6.
7,
We're not voting. We're just going into executive session. When we
6 yes.
Mr. Keelis is Mr.
Yeah, I'm
Keelis.
glad you're here, but Veronica,
Yes.
yes, go ahead.
You will need 7.
To go into executive.
That
Yes,
is your
sir.
majority. Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the numbers on the council right now?
It wouldn't matter. It's we have 12 if we get rid of Miss Aguirre. I mean Miss
Cervantes.
yes. So we have 12.
Okay. Okay.
Miss Valentin is there. If someone can reach her, so she can vote, then we can make that motion again. But right now, there's nothing we can do.
Okay. Is she's on?
She's on the call.
Okay, let me see.
And I guess while we're waiting for those in the public, if you look at the agenda, we should be back at no later than the time you see, which I think is 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. No, before that. Eight.
Okay, give it one more call, Mr. Davis. If not, we'll have to table it. Sergeant Davis?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Did you get a hold of her or?
No answer. She sent a message. Let me see what she said.
Hey guys, so sorry. I'm here.
So it passes.
We have 7 yes, 1 abstain. Motion passed 7:19 p.m.
Okay.
You all should have received an email for the closed session link. If you didn't, let me know.
All right, before you guys go to closed session, just to remind you that I will be leaving this recording until you return. So if I will do my best to try to listen for somebody giving an audio clue that they're back. Or if not, if you guys could give me a call, I'd appreciate it. And that way the meeting can come back to open session after you're done, and then we could conclude from there. So
I haven't received the link yet.
Yeah, I don't see the link for the closed session.
I got it in my email just in case.
Okay, can you forward it?
Can you forward it to me too?
Me too, please.
I just sent it. Let me know if you received it.
I got it. Although, oh, there it is. Yep. So are we going now?
Okay, I got it. I'll see you guys in the next meeting, next room or whatever.
Thank you all for your patience. I make a motion to open our meeting.
Second.
Roll call vote. Master Sergeant, roll call.
I was on mute. I apologize. Mr. Jaramillo?
Yes.
Ms. Valentin?
Yes.
Mr. Keelis?
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms.
Yes.
Ms. Lopez? Ms. Russo?
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus?
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez is out. Mr. Schweiger is out. Mr. Toledo is out. Ms. Aguera is out. And Mr. Vantes is not here. We have 8 yes, no no's. Motion passed 8:23 p.m.
Thank you. Master Sergeant, could you lay out the process we will take for principal evaluation? Please.
Yes, the board had several options, whether to do an observation or not principal observation. We decided to go with principal observation this year. The principal observation process is going to start this week. One of the things we have to do is just make sure that we're using the same evaluation that we used previous years because of COVID. And then once we do that, every member is going to drop the evaluation off in a locked box at our engineer's office. They have to drop it off before 3 o'clock Thursday. But if for some reason they need additional time, they're going to contact me with an email. But even if they don't contact me with an email, they have until 12 o'clock Friday in order to submit the evaluation. Once the evaluation is submitted, myself and Mr. De Jesus is going to go through and calculate the evaluation and get the results. And then on Monday, April, somebody give me that date for me. I think it's April. Is it May? May 3rd, May 2nd. Let me just look at the date. Somebody tell me the date, please. Monday,
May 3rd.
May 3rd, 7 p.m., we're going to have a meeting with Mr. Jaramillo to go over the principal evaluation results. Actually, no, we're going to have our own meeting Monday. It's going to be a special meeting Monday to go over the principal evaluation, if I'm not mistaken, first, to go over the results. And once we go to the results, we're going to plan a follow-up meeting with Mr. Jaramillo to go over the final evaluation. So just a recap, the results for the evaluation, individual submission of the evaluation, going to be Thursday. We're going to have a meeting on Monday to go over the results and get feedback, and then we're going to plan in a follow-up meeting, and we can do that today if we like to, with Mr. Jaramillo to go over the evaluation as a LAC. So I make a motion to approve the process of the principal evaluation as stated.
I'll second that motion, Master Sergeant.
Chair, open for discussion.
Open for discussion,
Thank you.
close for discussion, roll call vote.
Mr. Jaramillo,
Yes.
Ms. Valentin,
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Keelis, Ms. Keelis,
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus,
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez is not here, Ms. Oswego is not here, Mr. Toledo is not here, Ms. Aguirre is not here, and Mr. Cervantes was not necessary to be here. We have 8 yes, no no's, motion passed 8:26 p.m.
Awesome. With that said, I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Mr. Jaramillo,
Yes.
Ms. Valentin,
Yes.
Mr. Keelis,
Yes.
Sergeant Davis, yes. Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Ms. Russo,
Yes.
Mr. De Jesus,
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez.
Yes.
The remaining members are absent. Mr. Sanchez, Ms. Sanchez, Mr. Oswego, Mr. Toledo, and Ms. Aguirre. 8 yes, no no's, motion passed 8:27 p.m.
Thank you all. Have a good night. I love you, and thank you for always being resilient. Have a great night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Mr.
Good
Sergeant.
night.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Ms. Russo.